Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Kimmy B. Go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and while you're there, turn on your bell notification so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. So you guys, I am welcoming you all to part 2 of my first client's apartment makeover. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, and the vibe that we're going for is a modern luxury bachelor pad. This is just a reminder of where we started from in this process. And again, this is part 2. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, you guys, so the kitchen is finished. And this is what it's looking like. Now, we might get some more countertop decorative items, specifically over here by the cutting board. But for the most part, this is pretty much it. And then we're just gonna add a shelf here for the microwave, because as you can see, this kitchen does not come with the microwave. So yeah, but we may get some more decorative items, maybe something to fill the vase with, or maybe just move the vases and get something else all together. My client does love to cook, so probably end up putting like a cookbook or something over here, but just something that's useful and that ties the place in together well. But overall, I love how it came out. So let me know what you guys think. I think the gold hardware really just makes the black pop even more. So my client decided that he wanted a statement piece in his home. So we decided to do an accent wall with the 3D wall panels. And I got these from Temu. They were 12 in a pack. So I got 3 packs, so 36 wall panels, and they are 20 inches by 20 inches in the color navy blue. They ship pretty fast, so the timing was well, but I am just marking out the rows, how many rows I'm going to do, just to make sure I have enough. And then also because I need to use painter's tape to put these down to adhere them to the wall, just to try to keep them from ripping the paint off the wall, because again, the whole purpose of this is for it to be renter friendly. So the 3D wall panels came out very beautiful. They did give me a run for my money, I'm not gonna lie, especially having to cut around the vent, the outlets, and all the other stuff that we were gonna put on the wall. It was not fun trying to cut those panels, but it was definitely well worth it. So this is how much of the 3D wall panel is done. Let me turn this off so you can see. This middle part, I cut around it with the shells and the lights, and it's 12:30 at night. I'll say that's somebody else's problem tomorrow. I'm not doing that tonight. But it looks really, really great, especially with the lights on. You can really tell. This is blue. It's navy blue. But it's so freaking cute. And then the projector's up there. And you got the projector screen right here. So it's gonna be cute. I can't wait until it's done. But like I said, them shelves, well, first of all, we're waiting for another shelf to put up here, and then having to cut around it. Like, I managed to cut around the vent part. Yeah, that was a lot of struggle for me, and I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but the edges over here I'm hanging off because I need to cut those as well. Okay, guys, so this is how the 3D wall panel finally came out. I had to come back and do all the cutting around and all that stuff because last night I just could not be bothered with it, but it looks great. We are planning to put a 3rd shelf there, so there's going to be a 3rd shelf, and we need to stabilize that top one. I don't know why, for some reason it's a little leany, but we're gonna get some, what are those things called, like the little L brackets to put right there to stabilize it. And we're of course gonna hide it behind the panel. But yeah, and then of course the Scarface poster, because what bachelor pad is complete without that. And I love it. We're definitely going to change the couch, so that's why the rug isn't down yet, because this is not going to be the couch that's going to be in here. And also there is like we're going to have to get like a cord management situation going on, because this is like the outlet, and I can't just leave it sitting here on the table. Like, that looks so distasteful. I mean, on the couch, that looks so distasteful. But it works for now, just to make sure everything is like, can be set up in the manner that he wants it. So yeah, I love it. It took long enough, but it was definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And if you're planning to do this yourself and you need to cut these panels, suggestions, just tips that I've learned from doing this. Start on the outside wall first. Whatever wall is going to be freestanding afterward, start there first. And then that way when you get in the corner, you can cut the panels and you don't have like that free edge on the outside where people can see. So I had to cut these panels over here because they were a little too big, but it's open, but you can't see it because it's facing the wall. Versus doing it the opposite way, it would just be open. So we don't want that. Also, let me show you guys what I use to cut them. So the panels are not difficult to cut, but I'm not that strong either. So I used these. These are like my metal cutters, and it made it flow a lot smoother. So get you some of these if you want to do the 3D panels. Also, another trick is to, yes, I use painter's tape, right? But having a painter's tape that's similar to the same shade as the wall panels. It don't look like it on this phone, but in person it does look like it. So that if there are gaps or spaces in between, just because the wall isn't straight, when you put the tape down behind it, it'll hide it. So just a few tips if anybody is thinking about doing this. But go ahead and drop your comments and let me know how you guys like it. So on this day, the second set of shells came in. So I went over to, go ahead and try to put those up right here in this area that we left out that's taped. Of course, I had to remove some of the things that were on the shelves just because the cords was in the way. So we're still trying to figure out a cord management situation. We're most likely going to end up hiding the cords behind the wall panels. And when I say we, I'm saying myself and my client, because this is a collaborative effort. We did discuss the design during the consultation and what he wanted, and also gave him a mock-up so that he can see my vision or my rendition of what he told me he envisioned for his home. So this was a collaborative effort. And so, yeah, your girl was just struggling with the drill right here, trying to, drill these holes in and use the anchors. I'm not really like a anchor type person or drilling holes. Y'all have seen me. If you're old to the channel, if you're not new here, I'll say that. If you're not new to my channel and you've seen me decorate my own home, you know that my go-to is command strips and push pins. So that's how I prefer to put things up in my home. Now, I would never do that for a client, but it works for me in my home. So definitely went ahead and drilled these holes in and was able to actually get the shelf pretty sturdy. So much so that I was confident enough to go back and try the shelf that was at the top to stabilize it a little bit more, just because the projector was on there. So it was leaning. It is a little bit heavier. But it did get sturdy. Eventually we went back and added some L brackets underneath the shelf, especially the shelf with the projector on it, just because again the projector has a little extra weight on it. So that's what this process is, and I'm gonna stop talking and let you guys just enjoy and watch this process. Their table finally arrived today. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that together, and it's going in the sunroom. The chairs should be fairly simple to put together. So far, this is what the hookah table is looking like. Inside, there are the coals, the tips, the shisha, and the cigar kit. Okay, so the poster frames came. The posters are still waiting to be delivered, I guess. So I just want to see where I'm going to put them. We're going to use this wall, but I think they're going to be staggered. And not like side by side. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and like temporarily put them here for today until I actually get the artwork that's gonna go inside of it. And then once the artwork comes, then I'll hang it up more efficiently. What you try to use the blow dryer to do?